Hello world. Okay, today I am going to work on something different than the vintage F1. I have done quite a lot of work on the chassis. I'll do a video on the progress very soon, but there is a set that I want to do for a while that I've had a few starts but nothing convincing, so I'm gonna work it again, and it is a bumper set for Mini Z's. So this is my Atomic RC AMR. I'm at the moment using my plastic single body post mounts that I've designed for the Formula E, but as you can see, I've used it as well for the GTs and for the LM bodies. 3 poles is plenty enough to support, but I want to have 2 or 3 body posts in the front plus the foam. So this is something I'm going to have to redo, and so I'm going to just use as a base these 4 holes that you have on every Minis in the front, and from that I'm going to design a lower plate, which is going to be the main bumper, and then there's going to be foam and then an upper plate on top of the foam. So here you go. This is those 4 mounting holes. And the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to use my SP buddy as a reference for the width and for the curve over there, because I think it's a fairly universal shape on the GTs, and I'm going to check the dimensions on this as well. So I think we're going to go for pretty wide bumpers, so to protect the front wheel, so probably 75 would be ideal, 74.5 or 75, and I'm going to make it stick in the front quite far because I want to be able to have the full wheel. You see, when the wheel turns, you have quite a bit of space that are going to be used by the wheels, so I gotta make sure that the bumper passes on top of it, and so it does not disturb the function of the wheels. So I think 11 mil should be sufficient. So we are going to move. We're going to start on this. Can I get rid of this ugly plane? Thank you. Okay, so we're going to work from this plane, which would be the top view. It's going to be 2 mil thick FRP that I'm going to work with, and we're going to move 11 to the front, and then we say 74.5 width. So let's see what is 74.5. This doesn't matter, I just want to take the width, and I think I'm going to give it a little bit of an angle here, so this way you have even more protection and allowance for the wheels. And then from the bottom all the way to here we have 25 mil. So here we go, and we're starting from this point and we're going 25, and so from this to there I'm going to build up the curve. I'm going to build up the curve with the symmetry actually, so let's mirror these first. Here you go, and now I'm going to build up my curve here. So there is quite a large area, over here where I can fill up, because you see this is going to have quite a lot of breakage in this area as it is designed now. So from this place I can go about 6 mil. There is a good 6 mil here that you can fill up, and this will still allow the wheel to have a full lock turn over there. So we're going to mirror this as well, and now we are going to see if we have a full let's close the shape here. So the problem when you do all this mirroring is sometimes the lines just don't close completely, we'll see we have a closed shape. That's perfect. So here we go. So little extrusion. This would be the main shape for it. And now I'm going to work on making it more hollow, as well as placing the body mounts for it. So I really like the central body mount. I think this is a really good option. It works really well for many type of bodies. So I'm going to keep this on. And that is going to be, what did I just check? 13. It's more than that. It's more than that. It's like 16 from the back of the plate over there. So, yep. This looks very forward at the moment. I am not certain that I have placed this properly. 31, that's a lot. I must have, hold on, there must be something, there's something fishy going on. Oh yes, I know what's going on. Okay, so let's go back to this extrusion. No, not this one, the second one. We are indeed 11, but not from this point, but from this point over there. This is where things went wrong. Okay, let's redo this entire thing one more time. Okay, I'm gonna actually keep this, so I have this shape which is actually correct over here and over here and over here. I'm gonna do my 4 mil like I did before over there, and so I have my from here. That still seems very big. 28, 26. Okay, let's go 25. Let's be conservative. Okay, so goodbye to you, and let's get rid of all these dimensions, and let's go back on doing symmetry one more time. Mirror line over here. Here we go. Okay, so now this looks more normal. Okay, and now we are redoing. I don't like to say we. I don't know why I'm saying we are on my own. I am redoing. I am redoing the shape. Let's place this one right away. What I mean by this one is the center hole. That was 16 over there. So we're gonna put this 3 mil hole over here, and body posts, how far do they need to be? I would say a good distance is somewhere around 42, which is what you have at the back over there. So I think similar to the back, 42 in the front would be good. So we're going 22, 21. Well, I didn't do math, obviously. 42 all the way to over there. So here you go. We have the other side over here, and then the other thing I'm going to require is going to be some mounting holes for little poles like that, brass poles that are going to sandwich is going to be the support for the upper plate, and that will, the two plates together will sandwich the foam that I'm going to have cut for it. Now, every single car is a little bit different, so I'm not going to worry too much about the, I think for the support of the upper plates, you see, let me show you what I'm thinking right now. The lower plate is going to be over there. I'm going to have my shape over there like that, and then I'm going to have my foam, and I'm going to have the upper plate, and the body posts are going to be mounted on that. What I want to have is some kind of support from the upper plate to wherever the front bulkhead is. on any car, so I think I'm gonna require a third sliding piece on the top in order to press on top of the bulkhead, and so when there's a shock, it doesn't bend and break over the bumper. So it's probably going to be, I don't think I need to do a 3-piece. I think I can do it in 2-piece. Just instead of having holes for the second piece, I can have slots. So the whole upper plates will be able to move. I think this is the way to go. So I think simply 2 mounting. Let's go to the center over here. Should I have them in line? I think I should have all the holes in line. That would probably be preferable. Something like that. And so this way we should have a lot of options. Now let's make sure that I am at the middle of everything. I am not at the middle of everything. So the simple way to get the middle is just do a line, and then the software tells you magically where the center is. All right, so this is going to be, I think, the holes. I'm going to work the relief later on. I'm going to do this first. I'm going to redo the extrusion first. Nope. This is the one I want. Okay, and all right, so here you go. I'm going to chamfer those right away. It's going to be cut with a, hold on, I made 3 meals hole there. I'm not doing 3 meals, I'm doing 2 meals. Okay, it's good that I saw that now, so I'm actually going to have more space. Come on, 2 meal, 2 meal, 2 meal, and 2 meal. Perfect. Okay, so here you go. Now chamfer. So the chamfer can be, I think 2 is good. I'm gonna round all those edges out so we have a nice smooth. Can I round up? Yes, I can round. I'm gonna keep this one. No, I need to round it up for sure. I need to round it up, but I don't think I need to round up that much. Okay, 1.5 mil. It's good. Okay, so now to hollow the part. So I'm going to have the center line over here, and I'm going to do one side and then mirror it. So I don't want to go too thin. I do not want to go too thin. 2, 3 mil, 3 mil. I think I need something more. I need 4. Yeah, I want the bumper to be structurally sound. I don't want something flimsy. This area I can make a pretty big relief in it, but let me see if I go. This is 2. If I go 3 mil from here and then 3 mil from here. Okay, so all this area I can basically squeeze it out. So I can probably cut all of this. I'm going to do the same over here. I think 3 mil is okay for those. And let's not go too much down, because you see this area is going to be fairly breakable. You don't want to have straight edges like that with each other. Okay, so I think I can get away with doing that. Oh, sorry, I need to keep the curve actually. I want the curve. What I don't want is those. Okay, and yes, I think this is pretty good. Curious what bumpers is everyone running when you use the Atomic or the PN or the GL. I haven't run any actual bumpers so far. So I'm curious to know what people are using. Okay, so we have that, and actually I should have mirrored it right away. That would make my life easier in the long run. Okay, so mirror line, you don't want to pick up? Okay, here you go. Okay, re-extrude the other side. We catch the profile there, and then I'm going to chamfer again because this is going to be CNC'd. So it is, you cannot have those angles in the CNC because the bead is round and it needs to cut the shapes. So knowing that it's a 2 mil, half of this radius is 1 mil, so 1.5 is feasible for the drill bit. Now, do I want the front to be fully cut like that? I think so. I think this curve is going to be nice. Okay, I don't like to see that. Go away. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is the lower plates of the bumper. I think this is going to be good. It is fairly wide. It is not too invasive in the front. It's not too long. And for the thickness of the foam, I'm going to have to work out with whatever is the available thickness from manufacturers. 10 mil is easy to find. 5 mil is easy to find as well. I think, let me give you 10 mil here. You see 10 mil from the lower plate is about that thick. So I think 10 mil is good. It's going to protect pretty well everything, and it should be easy to shape it to whatever size that you actually need. So let me see the poles that I have. I think those are 10 mil poles. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to use those brass poles, 10 mil. Let's just do a quick placement of them, and then I will work up the other plates. So 128 bumper sets poles. We are using metrics. Here you go. Okay, so I'm going to place all the poles that I can place. It's going to be actually only this and this. I don't need to have center poles at all. I might want to have a third one. No, I can use this as a pole, so this is fine. Okay, so let's put 3 of them, and then I will work out the upper plates. Okay, this is 10 mil. Okay, that's good. I think I'm going to do a little bit less than, it doesn't matter. Okay, 10 mil. Here you are. Okay, now upper plates. So the upper plate, I want it to be as small as possible, but I need to have the slots long enough to be able to move it back and forth sufficiently. So this is bumper sets, upper plate, and this is an FRP part. All right, here you go. So we're going to reference those 3 holes in order to make the sluts. The back of there is probably the max. We want the things to go back, and the front of it, which is about here. So we need to be able to move, I would say 5 mil is probably good. So I'm going to design it pushed all the way to this line. even though there is no chance that the bumper will require to go that far back, but I just think it's easier to do it this way. And yeah, okay, let's do that. So six should be plenty enough, and around there. Okay, in order to sandwich the, I'm gonna need to go all the way to the other. I'm gonna need to go all the way to there actually, because of the buddy posts that are over there. So, how long do I want it to be? 46. Okay, let's go 47. And the width. Remember that this is the further back it can be, so I need to be able to displace it 5 mil to the front without disturbing anything. So I don't want this to be too long. And so this is all the way to the back, which means I need the slots to be able to move it. So let's do some calculation here. If we have 5 mil and then another 2 cm hole, so this is the displacements. I can get 7. I must be too far ahead. Okay, 7. All right, so here you go. 7 is the size. 7 by 2, and not less. There's 2 more to do. Okay. Now I need to project these holes as well, and so I think for those, see, that's going to create a problem, because I can't have it going too far back like that. So I think those holes are going to have to move a few mil over there. They're going to have to move to the front. So we're going to go back to our sketch over here, and those 2 are going to have to move. So if we are all the way back here, the further back we can be, this is even, yes, okay. So that, and then we go 5 mil to the front, something like that. So we're gonna have those buddy posts all the way here. This is very forward. Okay, let's go. We're gonna lose a little bit of flexibility, but I do not believe that there's gonna be such a difference. Okay, I think I'm just gonna move it the full 2 mil in the front like that. Okay, so let's move both of them over here. So I'm going to move this one as well to over here. So this is where it is, 2 mil, and we're gonna remove that one. Okay, oopsie. Oh, I removed a lot of stuff. Sorry, I made a mistake here. Mistakes were made. Okay, once again, we want to remove this and not the bumper shape. Coming back to here. Okay, here you go. So that is going to be, yes, I know, things went wrong. Things went terribly wrong. Okay, and the new, excuse me. Oh, here you are. Okay, the projection on the top might, oh, the projection on the top didn't change. That's interesting. Okay, but so this is it for that part, and so the upper one is the one that I'm going to have to modify a bit. I'm going to break the link of my projections, and I'm going to do the projection. I'm not inside the sketch. That's interesting. Okay, so project this one and this one, and this is where I'm going to have my new 7 mil long slots over there. I'm going to keep the back open, so this way, yeah, there's no chance that the thing is going to move that far back. Actually, I'm going to keep it fairly long, but I do not think at all I need something that violently long over there. So let's go like this. Over here, I'm going to do thank you, rounded over there. So this is going to support where the body posts are going to be. And now let's cut everything. So this needs to be extended. Let's see. Okay, let's see how I can work that out. So, okay, I think from here to here, I'm gonna go angled, and then I'm gonna go straight here, and this will be chamfered later on. Yeah, something like that. Okay, and I don't have center line, but I will mirror. I'm going to mirror my work. It will be easier. Okay, so we have, yes. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. So let's trim out what we don't need any longer. So this is going to be, I'll chamfer those later on. I will round up what needs to be rounded up as well later on. Actually, I need this one because I'm going to do a mirror of the extrusion instead of the sketch. That will just be easier. Oh, it's fine. I'll chamfer this and this. So trim and trim, and that should be it for the upper plate. So this looks a little bit brittle to me. I think I'm going to close this shape over there, even though I will lose a little bit of the available movements abilities, but this is too brittle. This is going to break too easily, so that is going to help. Okay, so we're going to remove that and that. Yes. Okay, that should be it. Let's see if the shape is closed, and it is not closed at all. Okay, that is the part that I dislike the most about building up shapes on top of each other like that. Always end up something is not closed. You see those two are separated. What else is separated? This looks good. Let's give it a try again. Yes, now it's working. Okay, so 2 mil FRP plates over there. We'll do the chamfer right away. We'll do a 1 mil because this is going to be a 2 mil bit to cut this out. So 1 mil is enough. This one I'm going to round it up more than it is. So I'll do a larger chamfer over here, just for the sake of adding a little bit of strength, and we are good to go with the shape. Okay, mirror, mirror. All right, so I think this is it for design of the bumper. This plate is going to be able to move front and back, and then you just squeeze it down tight with the mounting screws. There's going to be mounting screws here as well as where the body posts are, so making everything tight this way. And I think this is cool. You don't actually have to use the upper plate, you can use simply the lower plate. The foam is going to be 10 mil thick and is going to be EVA foam that I'm going to use, so it's going to be fairly hard and easy to sculpt as well, so you'll be able to do any shape that you want with the bumper, really. And it being FRP, it is fairly safe to cut with a Dremel at home. It's not as toxic as carbon, and it's going to make the whole thing a lot more inexpensive. I don't think I'm going to chamfer the holes, the countersink the holes, I mean. I have screws that are fairly flat, so I think I'm going to use that. This way is just, once again, just a little bit lowering the costs of making these bumper sets. Let's go have a look at the cost of a bumper set at the moment. We go 128 bumper set. Let's see what's available and what's the cost of it. My friends at RC Mart, their website mentioned bumper sets. Really? Okay, that's not helpful. eBay is not really telling. RC Mart, spare parts upgrades, Atomic. Do they even do a bumper set? Atomic, you do, but this is aluminum, 17 US. Okay, plastic bumper. This does not look like plastic bumper. That looks like actual fiber. Okay, it's only a single plate and then the mounting. Oh no, carbon enlarged plates. Okay, it's a carbon plate for the plastic bumper that they have. So you see, those screws not being countersunk anyway, to have 2 or 3 more screws under the bumper not countersunk, I don't think is going to be a big deal at all. This is going out really a lot outside of the wheel. Maybe a bit much. Okay, but so 10 US. Yeah, I think with the foam and everything, it's going to be probably this price range. This is nice. That's 17 US for bumper. I'm not sure. Okay, the aluminum is that. Oh, that's why the cost. And you have, yeah, this is a good set actually. All right, well done, Atomic RC. I love this brand. Okay, so here you go for the basic design. I might tweak it a little bit. I'm just going to keep it this way at the moment, and I'm going to be cutting some FRP for my vintage car fairly soon. So, oh, let me show you before I leave here where I am with the vintage F1 chassis. So I have my lower plates down. I have my battery mounts. So you can see those are reversible. So you can use a shorty between here and there, or you can use the full battery, and then you can flip it as well to move the shorty battery to the front or to the back. This little support here is simply to have the battery taller than the T-plate, so the T-plate can freely move up and down. It's not something you need if you put the shorty in the front, but if you want to have the shorty at the back and if you want to have the long stick, then you will need to put it here. Then I designed the 10 mil height plate for the front hand over there. I just had a little bit of fun making it look like the front of a radiator and a little bit of the frame. I have designed the plate for the servo mounts. Those are all the poles that I'm going to be using, 18 mil, 6 mils, and probably 8 mil over there. Here is going to be the 2 side mounts for the body posts. There is going to be 2 over here and 1 on this hole over there. And then that's the part I designed yesterday. This is my 2 dampers system. So this is the system I have on the pan. Let me show you. Big screen. Let's go crazy. So you see, this is going to be the same system. So this flex plate over there, the T-plate, which is part of the chassis, is the spring. So the spring rate of the car is not changeable because Well, actually on this one it's not. On the F1 it is, because you can stiffen the T-plate. And so up and down motions and left and right motions are both worked on by those two damper plates. So you can work on the dampening with the different grease that you can put in the tubes. And let me show you back what I meant by the spring rate will be adjustable on this one, is that you see all those holes over there are in order to mount more or less rigidly the different upper decks. So you can mount this upper deck with as many poles as you'd like to make the chassis very, very, very stiff. And at the center as well, for instance, I have mounted this one at the center with 2 poles, but you could add a third pole over there. And so if you had a third pole over there, you would lock all of this part of the flex plates at the back, and the flex plate would become a lot shorter and therefore more springy. And without this mounted over here, you have the entire flex plate's length over there at your disposal to make it more supple. Alright, so this is where I am with this project. I think the next video I'll do on this one will be probably starts the bodywork. The chassis was just, you know, I did something similar over there that I filmed over here. I just felt I'm not going to spend another 30 minutes boring people online with my design blabber, which I just did with this video. Alright, so on that note, hope you like that. If you don't want to see my ugly mug again and you don't want to see videos of me making this, let me know. I'll be happy to find something else to do. Alright, in the meantime, stay safe everyone. Don't cough on other people and don't let them cough on you. Alright, see you soon. Bye-bye.